Hi, everybody. Welcome to another ChampionsWay webinar. I'd like to thank everybody for attending today. This is Sensei Nick on behalf of ChampionsWay. I wanted to take a moment just to introduce our webinar speaker for today. He's a very close friend of mine, one of the best people I know in not only the martial arts business, but just overall as a person. His name is Vahid Shababi. And Vahid is the Director of Sales for ChampionsWay. He also actually does most of our events, our marketing. He's just an amazing person. Vahid also reminds me of like a basketball coach. Whenever you're down as a school owner or whenever you're down or anything like that, he's always just brings amazing motivation and gets you pumped up. I've seen him speak to hundreds of school owners that were either struggling or they had a personal situation going on in their life. Very caring individual. But most importantly, one thing that he's going to be able to give you some tips on today is actually how to sell. Vahid has a very, very unique way of doing things. He makes people feel comfortable and confident. He does not believe in pressure sales. So without further ado, I want to turn it over to Vahid. Thank you, Vahid.
Hi, everybody. Thank you, Sensei Nick. Thank you all for attending the webinar today. I hope that by end of this webinar, you will have something to do that can help your business to go to the next level. So the topic of the webinar is you either sell or you are being sold. What do you mean by this? Every single day, when somebody walks into your business and you're trying to sell your product and your services, either you can sell them on the benefits of your services and products, or they will sell you the objection that they're not going to move forward with your company, with your business, just because you couldn't convince them. So it's either way. Either you can sell or they're going to sell you on the reasons that they're not satisfied with your reasons. In this webinar, I'm not going to teach you how to sell. I'm not going to give you a script or I'm not going to tell you what to say. What I would like to do is I will help you to change your mentality for sales. If you change your mentality, I will guarantee you that sales will come in without doing anything. The sales has been changed in past decade. The sales is always been that somebody will approach you, is going to push you, is going to make you an offer, and then you have to move forward with them. That's the old, car salesmanship that, the people doesn't have a good imagination and a picture. People don't like salesmen, but people like consultants. People don't like to be pushed to make a decision. People like to be educated to make a decision. So in this webinar, again, I'm going to try to change your mentality towards sales. And then I'm going to tell you what you need to do, who you need to have in your team, how you need to manage them to hopefully drive sales into your business. Now, sales is a process. Sales is not an event. The people who think sales as an event, they will lose their clients sooner or later. Sales is a process. Sales is not about pushing. It's about understanding your clients' pains and also their needs. Then you should be able to offer them the best solution that you can help them to satisfy those needs. In order to do that, you have to be able to ask proper questions to find out what the pain is. Think about a doctor. When you walk into their practice, you're going to say, I feel pain. From that moment, it's in his hand that he should ask proper questions to find out what exactly that pain is. Then he's going to offer you a solution for that. You have to act exact same way for your business. You should ask, and most importantly, you should be able to listen. Most people, they don't listen. They will hear, but they don't listen. Listen means you have to listen and analyze what they tell you. Then you should be able to come up with the best solution based on what you offer. That can be a service or that can be a product. Let me give you an example. Sometimes when you walk into the Best Buy, you're standing in TV aisles. You're just looking at a 42 inches TV. One sales guy approaches you without asking any question. They're going to start talking great about that TV, and they're going to ask you, are you ready to purchase? You're going to like, wow. Give me some space. I'll let you know. Let me think about it. The second sales guy approaches you. First, it will start with the personal greeting. Hey, how you doing today? You enjoying the sun out there? So right off the bat, he will start with the personal engagement for you to drop the guard. He will break the ice. Now, you would trust them more than the other sales guy. Then he's going to ask you questions to find out what is it that you need. So you're looking for a TV? Yes, no? Yes, perfect. So how big is your room? The room is this size. So based on this size, I would recommend you to have a TV between this and this. So what is the main purpose of you for purchasing this TV? What do you watch the most? I like to watch movies and I like to watch sports. Okay, that's perfect, because based on your needs, I would recommend you to go to with the HD TV, just because in the HD TV, it does this, 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 this. Now, he's asking question, finding what your needs are, then translating all those technical wording into your benefits. Now it makes sense for you. You will trust this person. Always try to educate your customers on the benefits of your service. Don't push them and offer them something for free. Based on type of the businesses who are attending my webinar, I see a lot of membership type businesses. They think, okay, so I'm offering the best yoga lessons, best martial arts school lessons in town. Somebody walks in without asking questions, without finding the pains. They're going to go, yeah, we offer the best martial arts schools lesson in town. And because you're offering $150 a month, you're going to say, and the first one will be $10. And you'll be shocked if they don't move forward with that. Like, I'm offering for $10. But they don't see the value in that $10. They rather to spend that $10 on 2 coffees instead of going with you, just because they haven't seen the value in what you offer. So don't push them. Try to educate them. Talk in terms of benefits. Everything that you when you say, always think about what is in it for them. It's not about you. It's about them. How your product and service will change their lives. How your product and service will change their business. How all these things will help them to go to the next level and address one of those pains. At the end of the day, your product and your services should resolve a pain. One of the biggest mistakes that most salespeople make, and most of the business owners, they always assume, you know what, I don't think these people buy. Do not assume they don't buy. You know what? They don't understand. They need to go with this service instead of that service. No, they will understand. Do not assume anything. Sales is a science. You should find the pains. You have to come up with your offering, connect the dots for them, make it easy for them. Now, I'd like to do one exercise for you. And this exercise will help you at the end to make your perfect sales manual for your team. I'll give you 20 seconds for each question. The very first question is, I want you to write down who's your potential clientele. For example, if you're offering martial arts lessons, you may say it's kids, parents, all the people who want to lose weight, or different things. If you're offering a website, it might be, all the small to mid-sized businesses. What might be a few different targets, but I want you to have your top target. You have 20 seconds to write that down for yourself. Okay. Now, in the same exercise, I want you to I want you to write down what is your product for them. What is your offer? Like, I offer the best martial arts school lesson or something like that. What is your elevator pitch within a minute? Write it down. You have 20 seconds to write it down. If you wish, you can write it down like your first answer and the second answer in the chat box, so I can see some of them. I won't be able to read them all because of number of the attendees, but if you can write a few of them, it will help me to take it to the next level. Okay. Now, the second part of the exercise is, I want you to write down 3 things that the clientele that you define in the first part of the first exercise, write down 3 of their main needs or what they want when they walk into your business. Okay. Now, did any of your offering address any of the pain and needs of these people? I guarantee you, based on the answers that I see in the chat box, in a sense, yes, but it's not easy to understand. I can see somebody says the target market for them is kids, martial arts for kids. Now, their offering, the elevator pitch is we offer the best martial arts school family-oriented lessons in the area. Now, it doesn't address the same thing. Always talk in terms of benefits. You can say something like, we provide an educational and a safe martial arts lesson to help the kids to have a healthy body and mind, and also a great discipline. Now, it's easy for parents to feel that, to see what are the benefits for the kids. You may ask this question, how do I know what they're looking for? Then ask that question. When they call you, or when they walk into your business, there is a reason. Always ask. When you want to define your reasons, always find that reason. When somebody walks into your school, always find what they're looking for. Remember, if somebody picks up the phone and call you, or go on your website, fill up a form, or send you an email, or walks into your business, there is always a reason for them to be there. There is always a reason for them to be on the phone with you. Why don't you find that reason? So what made you to walk into your school today? They're going to tell you, I'm looking for a martial arts school. I'm looking for a martial arts school for my kids. So what is your goal by registering your kids into the martial arts school? My goal is to, have a healthy life for my kids. Perfect. Now you know what they're looking for. Now you can define what you offer in terms of what they're looking for. If you like it or not, they don't really care what you say. They don't really care what you like about your service or their product. They are there for a reason. Find that reason and answer that reason. Filter the noise. Don't talk about 10 different things that you do just because you're excited. You just added 2 programs at your school. Or if you have, you have a business who offer different things to other businesses, always find what is the reason for people to pick up the phone and call you. When they're on the phone with you, just address that. Filter the noise. Don't give them too many messages because there is no point. They won't listen. You're going to make them confused. Always speak in your clientele's language. Don't talk technical. Make it simple. Keep it simple. The outcome of your offering should end with the benefit for them, not for you. You always say, I'm the best yoga studio in town. First of all, who says you're the best? Everybody says they're the best. Second of all, who cares? But I would care what change you can make in my life, or if you can help me to lose weight, or if you can help me to be fit. Your offering, the outcome of your offering should always match with a benefit for the question and the needs of your client. You always need to create a value. My next slide is about the value. Now, it's too expensive. I'm pretty sure most of you have heard somebody says it's too expensive when you ask for money. Or even worse than that, sometimes you or your staff felt, I can't really say the price. They already done everything. They're ready to sign a contract with you. But your staff has a fear. They get stressed when they want to say it's $200 a month. There's only one reason. Because they don't think about the value. Let me tell you this. Nothing is too expensive in this world. There are 2 different situations. Either they're unaffordable or it's not worth it. They don't have the value. Your price is communicator of your service and quality. People know there is a reason for everything to be expensive or cheap. Let me give you an example. When we all walk into the BMW store, we expect to see higher prices than we walk into the Honda store. Why? Because they did a great job in the branding. The features for the car is almost the same thing for day-to-day job. But because of the type of the service, because of the quality, we expect that. We all would like to drive a BMW. Might be unaffordable for some of us, but it doesn't mean that it's too expensive for what they're giving you. It's not about the price. It's about the value. Let me give you an example. If I come to you and say, can I have $500? Your first question will be, what is it for? Now, if I tell you it's for a pen, it's the pen that you can get it for a loony. Can I have $500? You will laugh at me. Now, if I walk to you and say, can I have $500? And you say, for what? Then I say, it's for a brand new car, a BMW car. You will definitely give me the 500. The 500 didn't change. It's the same price. The value has changed. It's all about what you offer. It's all about the value. For the people, for yourself, when you feel something's expensive, it simply is because you think about that 500. You don't think about the value you're offering. When you are offering anything to your clients, to your prospect, think about the change that you make in their lives. Think about the change that you make in their business. If a parent walk into your studio or in your gym or school and they want to register their kids and you have a fear of asking for $200, think about the change that you make in that kid's life. It's an insurance for those parents for years and years to have a disciplined, healthy child. Can you put a value for that? Of course not. Always think about the value when you ask for a price. Then you're confident. If you ask for money with confidence, people will pay you. But if you are not confident enough in your service and in your value and in the quality of your service, how can you expect your prospect and your leads believe in that? Now, last night I made a change in my presentation to add this slide because I saw many of you who registered in this webinar are from the service-based businesses. I'd like to start with an example. Have you ever liked a singer or an artist before attending his or her concert? The moment that you walk into the concert, 1 hour passed, you're like, wow, when can I get out of here? Not only that, you dislike the person. There is only one reason, because that artist or that singer didn't understand the difference between the product and the service. That album that you purchase every single year, that song that you listen to every single day, that's a product, that's tangible. But as soon as you go to the concert, now it's a service. You dislike people in the concert because either they don't act professional, they don't dress professional, they have no eye contact, they sit by the piano and they don't even talk, they don't even thank you. Or some people use profanity. For any reason, you don't like the service which is provided by them. That's the difference between product and a service. So if you are providing the service, make sure you're always professional. The first impression is the most important impression. If they walk into your business, things are not organized, it doesn't look good, like the waiting room it doesn't look good. If you're not dressed properly, if you're not sharp, if you're not energetic, you may lose that sale. Always be professional. Always make relationships. Always give positive energy to people. I always tell my salespeople, whoever sells in any organization should bring the energy to the organization, because we are the energetic people. People like to hang out and be around the people who brings energy to their lives. So this is the difference between the product and service. So if you are offering the service, make sure to be professional from the very first moments. Now, so far what we talked about is find the needs, change your offering based on the solution of what you offer to address those needs. Now, the next question will be, why you're better than your competitor? Why are you better? That's the question in every single lead's mind when they approaches you. You have to define that. You have to define why you're better. What is it that you do they don't do? in any form of shape. Now, when you define why are you better, now you need to translate that into the client's benefits. Then you need to train every single person who's talking to clients or to leads in your organization, in your team, to have exact same way of approach. So at the end of the day, you talk about why you're better in terms of benefits. Again, what is in it for them? Now, you may say, I don't really know why am I better. I don't know how to find that out. It's very simple. Let me give you a hint. Pick 5 to 10 of your existing clients that you made a change in their lives with different needs. One person walked into your gym to be fit. The other person walked into your gym to be in shape, to lose weight. I don't know. Different reasons. Pick 5 to 10. Interview every single one of them. They will tell you why you were better in the first step. They will tell you why you are better than the other schools. Again, now you are putting all this material from your client's point of view, and that's what exactly you're looking for. So 5 to 10 people, pick up their names, offer them something. You have to always appreciate your clients. Get a $10, $15, $20 gift card from Starbucks. When next time they walk in, ask them, hey, do you mind if you spend 10 minutes of your time with me? Sure. Can you please tell me why you picked my service? Because of this. Can you please tell me what are the changes that I made in your life since day one that you walked in? What are the changes that you see in your life? You have the perfect pitch for the people, similar people who's looking for a business like you from their own point of view, not from your point of view. Now, not everybody is in the buying mind zone. Remember that. What do I mean by that? When you walk into the store, sometimes you know what you want. You walk in, you ask a few questions, you try a few different things, you hand in your credit card, done. Sales is done. Sometimes you're not ready to purchase. People are in different states and different mind zone. The way I dividing people as far as the buying mind zone, I put them either they're marketing qualified, meaning parents are looking for some sort of activity for their kids. They haven't decided that if soccer is the one, if it's a yoga, if it's martial arts, if it's tennis, what is it? They are marketing qualified, meaning they are qualified that you are one of the options, but they don't know the benefits of your program. So those people, you shouldn't approach them right away and start selling them because they're not ready to make a purchase. You have to educate on the benefits. Nowadays, marketing automation is the king. I'll talk about this. You have to nurture them to be ready to push them one step at a time toward the buying mind zone. They have to know what are the benefits of your activities for similar kids, for their own kids. Now, after nurturing them, they say, you know what? I think yoga is the activity or martial arts is the activity for my kids. But yet they don't know why they have to pick you in compared to a competitor next block. Now they're sales ready, meaning they are one step, readier than before to make the purchase. However, they're not sold. Again, the sales qualified people, you have to nurture them. You have to use reasons. Some offering aside will help. Then they become opportunity, meaning they decided that they want to go ahead with you, but they haven't made their mind. Some testimonial will help. Some one-on-one talk will help. Some sit down with them will make. So you have to consider that for every single person. Do not approach everybody because some people may be ready in 2 months, but you will lose the chance if you approach them too hard. And then by then, they're going to not be interested in you because they already said no to you. Some people, I will talk about the buyer's behavior, but sometimes they feel like I already said no to this person. I don't want to go back. This guy was so pushy. So you lose your chance. Always find out what zone and what state they are mentally and then approach them accordingly. Not everybody will desire the same approach. You have to find what approach is the best approach. But when they go to the opportunity stage, you better sell them right away. or you will lose the sale forever for two reasons. Number one, people won't stay in the buying mind zone for your service and product forever. If they don't purchase this, they're going to make another purchase, and mentally they're going to say, you know what, I already spent my $200 a month on an ongoing thing, so I'm not going to spend money on that. That's number one. Number two, believe it or not, your competitors are not waiting. Your competitors are calling all these people, and you should be thankful that you are in one of the candidates for that specific lead. But you're not the only one. They fill up the form for a few different schools, for different gyms. So you should be proactive. You should be the one they trust. If you educate them, they will trust you. They know that you see beyond selling your product. They see how you can help them to go to the next level. Now, when you want to make a sell, you may get some objections. That's the nature of the sell. If any of the sales guys that I've trained come to me and say, I got these objections, I have only two answers. I say, either you failed in covering their needs at the beginning, you didn't find out what exactly are the needs, or you failed in offering and educating those people on the best solutions for those needs. Objections are uncovered needs and unanswered questions. But it's okay. You're lucky that they bring it up. Do not go around them, and do not ignore the objections. Address them right away. There is always an answer for any question. The worst come worst, the answer is no. But you at least address that question. It's better for you to address all these questions with them, because the best scenario will be they go home, they will think about all these questions without your knowledge, and they make a decision. You may lose that sale. The worst scenario is they're going to bring all these questions with your competitor, and he's going to talk about the objections your lead has with you. So it's better for you to bring up all these objections. Again, when you feel with an objection, go back. Find out, either you didn't find out all the needs that these person have, or you couldn't provide the best solution for those needs. Again, I repeat this again because price is one of the main objections. It's not about the price, it's about the value. Think about what the value you are providing, what change you can make. If they feel you are the one who's going to make a change in their business, they should be crazy not to spend money with you. If they feel you are the one who's going to make a change in their lives, they should be crazy not to spend money with you. Let's say you sign a contract. Let's say you got this client. To me, sales is not over. And that's the attitude of my team. That's the attitude for whoever I train. Sales is not over until we get 5 referrals from the same client. That shows that person is happy. I'm not looking for a short-term sales. I don't like the salespeople who just get the credit card and then you can't find them. To me, after sales follow-ups are more important than sales follow-ups. Because an unhappy person will talk to 2 people, but an unhappy person will talk to 10. Do not save pennies and lose dollars because of those pennies. You have always keep the relationship. Make 2-4-6 calls. My team has a 2-4-6 calls. They make a call 2 weeks, 4 weeks, and 6 weeks after the sales is done. When they call after 2 weeks, they're gonna, first of all, the client knows that the sales guy is not about only getting the credit card. Second of all, remember, the salesperson, whoever sold an item, has been trusted by the client with the credit card. So if they trusted you with the credit card, they're gonna trust you with the pain that they have, with all the complaints that they have with your sales. They're not gonna trust the service guy as much as they're gonna do with the sales guy. So my guys, when they call after 2 weeks, they ask, so how was the first setup? You may get 2 answers. Awful. You caught it before it gets to the point of that client, you're going to lose that client. They're going to be proactive. They're going to go to support team. They're going to find out what the problem is, solve the problem. The second scenario will be, was amazing. When they say it's amazing, do you have anybody else in your friends that we can help them to feel exact amazing experience from us? And I'm going to give you a referral fee. Same thing after 4 weeks, same thing after 6 weeks. Do it with your students, do it with your members. I will guarantee you, if today you pick up the phone and call all the people who sign up in past 2 weeks, and ask the same question. How did you like in the last 2 weeks? Either you save some cancellation or you will create 2 to 5 referrals per person that will create more leads for you. I'd like to talk about the buyer's behavior. There is a book by Dustin Hill. He talks about the buyer's behavior and selling natural behavior. I find them very interesting. There are 4 different behaviors for a natural selling and also for buyers. We have fighters, we have entertainers, we have detective, and we have counselor. The fighters are the people who has a fear of losing control when you are dealing with them. For these type of people, you have to use an alternative of choice. So you offer 2 different services, does the exact same thing because they want to have the control. The fighter people, they don't like to give away. Remember, you always have to drive the conversation, but give them the control. You're sitting on the driver's seat. You're going to ask for the direction, but if you want to change that direction, you can do it. But if you are not sitting on the driver's seat, they're going to take you somewhere that you're not comfortable. So with fighter people, you figure out in the first 5 minutes. Give them the control. Let them think that they have the control. Give them 2 options. That's what they like. You also have detective. These people have a fear of being wrong. Always talk with numbers. Be analytical with these people. Hey, I have a similar students that lose 35% fat within 4 weeks if they're looking to lose weight. You have entertainers. These people have a fear of rejection. Always be enthusiasm with them. Always just make them excited. They will go ahead with you. They will trust you. They like to do business over relationship. Counselor, they have a fear of change. You have to be patient. These guys will stay in the marketing qualified and sales qualified zone more than other people. So you have to spend more time to educate these people. Now, interestingly enough, we do have same sort of behavior for selling behavior. The fighters are the salespeople, and sometimes you have more than one behavior in yourself. Sometimes in the fighter style, they're straight to the point. They don't waste any time. They go right to the point. They try to sell. Those are the people who close hard. You have entertainer. The entertainer people wants to feel everybody like them. People will trust these people immediately because they go based on relationship. And these are the soft closers. We have detective. Again, these people are detail-oriented. So they spend time. They talk about facts. They talk about the numbers. When they want to close, they want it to be a logical decision by the buyer. And lastly, the counselor. These guys have a fear of change as a sales guy. So these people wants to make sure that everyone in the group is on the same page. Closing for these people naturally will come when it needs to be. So you should be able to switch this style. Depends on type of the people that you deal with. And do not try to push them to go with your style. You try to adjust your style based on who they are and how they react. Sales starts from marketing. The concept called Edu-Selling. Selling through education. You have to educate people. Don't send them an offer right away. Understand their needs and educate them on the solutions first. Don't be one of those TV ads that it said the price of this product is $10. If you purchase in the next 5 minutes, it will be $5. If you purchase in the next 2 minutes, it will be $2. If you purchase in the next 30 seconds, we'll throw another 5 free units. Those sales won't last. You are looking after the long-term relationship. You have to make sure people are educated on the benefits. You have to make sure you know what the pains are. You have to make sure you have a responsive website. You work with the right website companies. Then you should be able to have a system behind the scene to educate all these people based on their needs. If somebody's showing up in your database and they're asking for a specific service, don't talk about every service that you have. Talk about the benefit of that specific service. Time matters. If you don't pick up the phone today and call the leads, or if you don't contact them right away, you will lose them for sure. You need to have a system in place to, first of all, let you and notify you and your staff to pick up the phone and call all these leads, or the system go ahead and educate them while you're doing something else and buy you some time. Marketing automation is the king. 80% of the sales is about the marketing. 80% of the sales is about education. Marketing automation make the final sales very easy because all these content, all these benefits, all these videos will do the job that you don't have time to do it. And it will be consistent. You don't have to be worried about this staff that they're going to take a different approach. They have a different professionalism. It will do it for you. And never give up. Never give up on any leads. These leads are gold. Your clients are gold. You can generate leads from your existing clients. I just gave you an example of ask for referral. Please do that and let me know how many referrals you got or how many cancellations you saved. That requires a system. Sales, as I said, it's a process. You need to have a system in place. Now, you may ask, I got this question many times in the event that I was in New York about a month ago, that who should I hire? Who do I need to have on my team? Okay, I'll give you some examples. You don't need a salespeople at all. You need communicators. You need communicators who can communicate with people. They have the art and ability to communicate. Natural communication. Number two, you need to have listeners. There are some people out there that they don't listen. They always overtalk people. You need people who likes to educate people. Some people are passionate about educating. You need to have people who believes in your organization, product, or service. If they're not believing in your product and service, and they're not talking from their hearts, either convince them based on the value that you have, or they haven't seen the value, let them go. It's okay. You need to work with people who see the value for your service, for your customers. Then they will talk from their heart. People will buy from people who talks from the heart. You want people in your team who help your clients, not to sell them. If they sell, you're going to lose that client. Again, don't save pennies to lose dollars. Because you have to pay $2 less to this person, it's not worth it to lose your community. Sales is all about the relationship. If somebody is a communicator, listener, and educator, who doesn't want to be in a relationship with that person as a friend? You want people who has no fear to ask money or for a credit card. That's not bad. Like, you're helping them. Again, convince them that think about the value when they're asking for money. Now, let's do a quick exercise. This will help you to find out if your team is ready to ask for money or not. I'll do that with every single person that I work with in sales. Write down all the numbers from 1 all the way to 500,000. Now, if your product or service is about somewhere between 100,000 to 200,000 or 500,000, you have to continue this this exercise to 50 million. So write this on the board. After they thought about your service, then put them in a position. Say, okay, I walk in as a lead. Convince me to spend the money that I'm pointing at on my product and service. Start with $1. The guy's going to say, give me $1 for this lesson. Give me $50, $100. Most people, they start shaking the voice from a number that they don't believe in your product. Usually it's 300 to 500. Then you need to convince them. You have to talk about the value. You have to show them example. Convince them that your product worth more. Then do this practice again. Do not let them ask for money. Do not let them to sell anything. If your product is $400, they should be confident enough to ask for $30,000 to $40,000 without shaking the voice, without the voices breaking. Do this exercise with your team, and you will see the difference. Now, when you talk about the targets, when you talk about sales, you need to have targets and goals. Set a target for yourself and for your team. Break the targets into year, month, week, day, and even hourly to be able to follow. If you miss a target hourly, you can catch it daily. But if you miss a target monthly, good luck catching it by the end of the year. Always break down your targets. Target can be anything. If it's a martial school, it can be number of the leads, number of the appointment book, number of the intro 1, number of the intro 2, number of the new clients, and number of the losing clients. So at the end of the day, just go over this. If your target was losing only 1 client a week and you lose 2, that means you have to get a new client next week or save another client. Add it to the goal for next week. Carry it forward. Otherwise, you won't be able to achieve what you want to achieve. Doesn't matter what system you use. Have a physical board somewhere that your team and yourself can see it every single day. Make them to walk to the board with the marker, write down what they have to do. Right in one column will be their goals. One column will be their achievement. That can be number of the sales, number of the book appointments, number of the contract value, whatever it is. It's up to you. Number of the renewal, number of the save students. Make them to walk into that. Let them see it every single day. When they see it every single day, they don't want to feel like a loser. They want to feel like a winner. So make them to see it every single day, every single minute. That will help you to drive success into your organization. You need to have driven people. Either they will quit, which is good because they couldn't afford being driven, or they're always motivated. But remember, you need to have a very good pay structure to make all these people accountable and also reward them for them to work harder. They should be your partner if they sell more. And your sales pay structure should be within different tiers. So at the last week of the month, they all work hard to go to the next tier. Keep them accountable. Keep yourself accountable. Always lead the team by example. Now, the very last slide that I'm going to talk about, and then I'm going to pass it to Sensei Nick before my question and answer, is a system and a process. You need to have a system in place. If your business is based on human, it will fail, even if that human is you. If you don't work, if you don't work at your business and your business fail, sorry to tell you that, but you don't have a business. A business is based on process. A business is based on a system. If you are a business owner, it's okay if you spend a lot of time in there for the first year or two. But if you continue doing that, you don't have a business because you're part of it. If you work somewhere else, you get paid more. You can actually get a vacation without thinking about anything. You need to have automation. Automation from lead notification, automation from nurturing, automation from reports, for goals, for everything that they can think of. Giving you heads up if somebody's about to quit, to be able to recognize those people and talk to them, for the people who need to be renewed, for the contract is about to expire, everything. Marketing automation. You have to have a marketing automation in place. Again, don't save pennies. That will generate you a lot of money. That will do the job that 200 staff cannot do because they're not consistent. There's no way that they do it every single time for different occasions. Marketing automation is the king today. You need to have a task and to-do list every single day for your team. They should be able to finish and they should be accountable for what they haven't finished every day. Always have a quick meeting to review the goals and achievements with your team. That can be weekly. That can be, if on the bad weeks, you have to have a daily huddles. Talk about, okay, so Jimmy, what's your goal today? What you want to do? Perfect. And then the day after, Jimmy, what did you do? Oh, so you couldn't achieve your goal. So it's okay. So we're going to pass it over this today. Make sure to do it. Next day, hey, Jimmy, how did you do? Perfect, man. Hey, everybody, it's awesome, Jim. That was a great job by Jim. I want everybody to be like Jim. People like to be like that. You have to drive them. Lead by example. And if you have a manager, the manager should do. Always bring the energy. That's about psychology. You have to find out, teach them, and also bring them the energy to your team. You also shouldn't make your leads to repeat themselves. Meaning, if somebody calls in and they already talked to somebody, already explained some situation, you already found some pains, do not make them to repeat themselves next time they get on the phone with you. It's just because it's bad. We always get tired of that. So I hope that you found something in this webinar that can help you with your business. Now, we're going to have a question and answer in 10, 15 minutes. Sensei Nick is going to go over Mr. Marketer with you and tell you what this innovation from ChampionsWay is and how it will help. And then I will come back in 10, 15 minutes and answer all your questions.
Thanks a lot, Vahid. I appreciate it. If you could just put that one quote in that you said, I think it was something along the lines of, "Don't save pennies to save dollars." To save dollars. That was really good. I like that. I just wanted to write that down, and then I missed it. So what I'm going to be going over, everyone, is basically what Mr. Marketer is, how it works, and what pains it solves. And this is a really simple system for you to implement. We created Mr. Marketer for three main reasons. One was to automate things that you're not going to do because you don't know how to do it. You don't know where to begin. It's a lot of technology that can be automated for you. The second one was to save you time. Second reason. When we talk about time, you're talking to the guy right here who 7 months it took me to basically work on the product with the ChampionsWay team. So if it took me 7 months with 83 employees, imagine how long it would take you by yourself with you and a program director. The third thing is obviously money. Time is money. So those were the three main reasons. What we wanted to do was to automate your systems in your martial arts school, save you time and money. I wanted to show you real quickly what others are saying. Here's Brian McCann. He was getting online registration at 2 o'clock in the morning. Russ Rocky, Mr. Marketer is amazing. Dave Pantana, a real good friend of mine, actually did my first intro lesson. Real funny story. His program director and his wife that works at the school basically was trying to explain to him, like, we can't even handle the amount of things that were going on. Now, it's not all about leads. It's not like he had a flood of thousands of leads coming in. It was the interaction of the students. One thing that Mr. Marketer that I will explain does is that it helps your students to refer and to give you to get more members and to keep them in communication with what's going on. It also automatically drives your social reach to your students, to the social contests, Facebook growth, different things like that. A couple quick posts from Anthony DiCarlo. Just converted a lead from, a student from 5 years ago. So that also follows up with your former students. Here's another person who got his first online sign-up for a Quick Start membership at 12 o'clock in the morning. He was very excited about that. Here's a company that was using Aweber. They got more leads in 2 weeks than they did in 2 years using Aweber. A couple other people thanking Master Freed and ChampionsWay for their hard efforts. Just wanted you to see a little bit of what other people were saying about Mr. Marketer. There's a couple other people there, RJ LeBear, Ryan Wagner, Master Ace Ramirez, a lot of great testimonials about the product. So Mr. Marketer, what it is, it's hundreds of marketing materials and ebooks that are already done for you. So there we go. We talk about the time and the money. A lot of people think they know how to write marketing collateral, but they're not actual copywriters. There's no sales copy behind it. And then the content will not actually work because it's poorly done, or you're investing time and money into things that aren't going to work. Mr. Marketer has three main components: lead nurturing, student automation, and former student nurturing. In my opinion, the student automation is probably the most important, and the reason why is because there's several automated surveys that I'll be showing you that go out to your students, people when they become students, even when people leave as a student. Why did they leave? These automatic surveys go out. The information that you're able to gather from that makes you so much more money. For example, if you have someone doing birthday parties for you and you're never there and you want to know if they're really good, well, the instructor's never going to tell you that they were terrible. They're going to say, oh, yeah, it was great. It was awesome. Okay? Well, what did the people that had the party think? Was the school clean? Was it dirty? Was the instructor energy level low? All this data you're able to look at and review with your staff, and it goes out automatically based on automation. Everything with Mr. Marketer is based on automation. So those are a couple of the components. So the other thing we've implemented are referral and rewards programs, automatically developing a customer loyalty list for you, which is known as list segmentation. So you're able to develop this list of the people that are actually interested in referring and rewarding people. People get tired of hearing about your Xbox giveaway or your bike that you're trying to give away, your motorcycle or whatever, gimmicks you're trying to give away. Those things don't work. Your loyal customers will refer for you, but we help you build a list and we show you strategies how to maximize that list, and we show you general practices that will make sure that we're not always asking for referrals. We give them a lot of goodies, ebooks, articles, things that reinforce, like Vahid was saying, the benefits of why they're training in the martial arts. You have to constantly remind them about that. I mean, a week, a month could go by without that reinforcement. They might forget. So we implement automated referral and rewards programs for you. Marketing, analytics, and notifications. When the students or leads or anybody fills out a form, you're getting notified right away. Customized mobile website. This starts in the beginning if you have a site right now that currently doesn't have a mobile application, and they go there and hit to scroll around and try to make it bigger and smaller. you're really missing a lot of leads, because anything that people are reading nowadays, about 60% of it is now coming from a mobile device. So you will also get this as part of the package. Let's look a little bit closer. Vahid had mentioned about edu-selling. Ebooks are designed to edu-sell, whether it's a student or a lead, the benefits of why they should be training. So our application comes with the ebook center that has the benefits of yoga, the bully prevention, how to set goals with your children, why martial arts is beneficial, jiu-jitsu, women's self-defense tips, how to eat clean. All right, all these ebooks you have access to. You're able to use them for retention. You're able to use them for lead generation. You're able to use them, and they're done for you. Instead of you having to write them yourself, what will happen is you will write 1 or 2 ebooks, and that'll be it. And then 6 months will go by. Well, content marketing is something that needs to be done consistently, and it needs to be fresh. If it's you only have 1 ebook a year, it's not going to be too successful for you. The other thing that's unique about this is that when these ebooks are made and you're using them, when people want the information, like for example, you wanted to learn something about the benefits of jiu-jitsu, well, you have to leave your information. So now what has happened is you've actually given somebody something, a benefit, and you've broken down that psychological barrier versus intrusive selling, where if I just go up to you while you're eating dinner, okay, in a restaurant with your children, walk up to you and try to give you a flyer about 6 weeks for $99, like to me, like I'm kind of, I don't like that at all. I don't like intrusiveness. I don't like when I go out to my car and there's a flyer on there about the gymnastics school. So this is a lot different, and then like Vahid had mentioned, the buying patterns of the consumers have changed a lot. So it's about education. That's what the big companies do. That's what you need to be doing as well. All done for you. We have emails that will drive people to the ebook center, and then they can pick whatever topic they're looking for the most. Here's an example. If they went to something for bully prevention and had access to ebook, they would fill out the form and they would get the information. Here's an example of the way the material looks. The content is professional. It's not just written out and looks terrible. Here's one for if you offered Muay Thai, and that's like a 1-page, okay? And we actually are in the process right now of releasing about another 19 new ebooks. So we're kind of continually making the content for you. Sales copy ebooks, one thing we've talked about is the ebooks are written in a specific way that are written to, again, educate the consumer and make them want to buy a membership. That's what they're designed to do, talking about the benefits and how we can help solve the pains of what they're looking for. The incoming sales funnel for Mr. Marketer, it's comprised of 3 things. Website and social traffic, so we build the website for you to make sure that it's set up correctly. Email marketing, and then Mr. Marketer opt-in forms. That is how we get all the incoming, that's our incoming sales funnel of how we work it. 3 opt-in forms for your school. We actually have one for outdoor events and even indoor events that people could opt in for. So that way you basically would email this yourself to an iPad or even an iPhone, and instead of using tablets or sticky notes or pages where you're writing the numbers and then your staff member forgets to do it, this automatically will go into Perfect Mind. This one over here on the right, thanks for checking us out. That's for a walk-in that you can't book. So when you can't book that walk-in, here's an opt-in form that they can fill out. It goes directly into Perfect Mind. The birthday party, we have a new thing coming for birthday parties, our next release. So when someone attends a birthday party, they would fill this out, and then they would get 4 autoresponders automatically from attending the birthday party, where all are linked to offers to purchase your introductory special. So that way, even if your staff doesn't call them, something's going out to them relatively quickly, and there's always going to be that response where they could, or that offer where they could just purchase an online membership. So this will absolutely, over time, if you're having birthday parties, get you conversions. Lead automation. These are when a lead first comes in, they will get a couple emails. One of them will be a thank you for inquiring about your facility, and then also driving them to like your Facebook page. The reason why we drive them to the Facebook page versus something like Yelp is very simple. You can control what goes up on Facebook. If you're not doing that, that's your fault. If you have a bad review on your Facebook page, you could delete it if you wanted to. But if you have a bad reviews on Yelp, and people are talking about how unprofessional you are, or how you stuck somebody with a contract, or whatever it is, and so we're trying to, we want them to go there because we're going to be guiding you and telling you the things you should be doing on your Facebook page to keep it interactive, engaging, and hopefully most of you guys are doing that already. As soon as lead comes in, they also will get an option where if they are thinking about training with a friend, and they can get a credit. So it lets them know if they're thinking about training. Well, what about training with a friend? The Quick Start program, this is linked to whatever Quick Start program you offer, where it's 6 weeks for $69, 2 lessons for $19.95. That will take them to a checkout where they can purchase a membership. And everything is style-based. Okay, so for your autoresponders, depending on what style you teach, you're able to set up autoresponders based on the style, which is another huge benefit. This is an example of the Quick Start online membership. So if you offer jiu-jitsu, you can take this page, promote it on Facebook, and then you see the Buy Now button. That will allow them to purchase the online membership. This is all professionally written, sales copy, so meaning that it's written in a specific way to get the person to eventually buy the membership. And a lot of times you don't realize, but when you're making your copy, you're actually deterring the person because you're not, if there's a specific science of the way it should be written. Mr. Marketer comes with lead stages, and Vahid mentioned this in the sales process: marketing, sales, and opportunity. Emails go out to these particular leads based on where they are in the actual buying process. We don't want to send somebody who actually just attended a free class something about another Quick Start program, or we want to send them something about the benefits of why they should continue on a membership. Student automation is one of my favorites. This is a slide. We started promoting this back in January for summer camp. So Mr. Marketer not only helps you with lead follow-ups, but it's also helping you get people to sign up for the summertime. Some of the summer camp emails, if you get 5 or 6 people that you wouldn't have gotten, right there you're already getting a return on your investment. Birthday party drip to former leads and students. We have several birthday party emails that go out automatically that will help you book more birthday parties. Okay, we actually have, there's another birthday party landing page, birthday party ebooks. Okay, this stuff is all done for you. It's done. It's already ready. Surveys for leads and students. I reviewed this in the process. Here's an example. We have a 246 for a survey that goes out automatically. Someone comes in for their first class, automatic survey. Someone does their first lesson, automatic survey. Someone attends someone that had a birthday party. Someone that quits, that means the exit survey will go out. Would they ever come back again? Why did they leave? You need to find out this information. Lead 2 weeks. We also have a winter, fall, spring, and summer automated surveys. And you're able to take these surveys and implement them into your school, okay, automatically. You're able to just, pass them around an iPad and have them fill them out. So you can put them on an iPhone. You could use them in any capacity that you want, but they're done for you. Here's an example of when someone had a birthday party. We'd like your feedback. Click here for the survey. It goes to a survey. You get the notification, and then you find out what people thought about your survey or your birthday party. Social media contests. We do help you drive social reach automatically by developing these lists. Hashtag Facebook review rewards programs, all done for you automatically. Remind students to follow your brand on Facebook. Professionally written content done for you already. Here's a couple more about Facebook contests in the summertime when it slows down, implementing a Facebook contest. Landmark automation. This was actually a really good idea because when it comes to building customer loyalty, you have to let them know of things that benefit you, no reason whatsoever. Well, a landmark email is set up for you automatically for when someone's been a student for a year up to 10 years. And you would get a notification that the next week, the following students have been training there for a year. And what you do is they would get an email. It would say, please see our front counter. This has changed. It wouldn't be a Starbucks card. It could be whatever you want. They would see the front counter. And then from there, what you do is you take them into class, you highlight them, you take a picture, you put it on Facebook. And what are they going to do? They're going to tell 10 or 11 people about, wow, I was trained there for 5 years, and I got this kit. I got a set of sparring gear, a new uniform. You got to take care of your customers. So your job is to create the rewards system as far as what you give them, and we've automated all of it for you, so it's done automatically. Community automated marketing, women's self-defense, kidnap prevention, bully prevention. These things go out for you all the time, and it tells people that you are available to do these seminars. If you book 3 or 4 seminars a year with 20 or 30 people, do the math. If you get, you're getting, these are things that have to be done in your school to grow the community. And you have to show people that you're willing to do this. These go out from time to time, and you will get some people that are interested. And then from there, it's your job to book them and to set up the appointments. Here's some landing pages that come with it. There's some ones for bully prevention, kidnap prevention, women's self-defense. They're already done for you. You can also use them. There's also ebooks, and we post these on your Facebook page to let people know that you offer these ebooks. We don't do too many. We don't recommend doing too many posts. I believe 1 a week is enough for you because you should be posting pictures and really more stuff about what's going on in your school than this stuff. But at least the content will keep people, coming back for more information. If they want to do a free birthday party, they can find out about that, and then you'll know who filled it out, and then you can call them to see if they're interested about booking a birthday party. So that will help you as well. I talked about new ebooks each month, and you're able to decide which ones you want and which ones you do not want to use. We also have video landing pages and email message alerts that will go to your students based on where have you been, congratulations on a new belt, thanks for the referrals, Facebook contest, summer camp, quick start program. It's an option if you want to use them. You have to make your own videos, and they can go out for you as well. Custom Mr. Market reports and notifications. Everything is built into Perfect Mind for you already. And basically, let's see, that was before. If you were interested in getting started, okay, we will waive the setup fee. It's $500 to get set up on Mr. Marketer. One thing we do is we would sit with you and review the content and the emails that are going out. We would go to the ebooks that you want. All that stuff will be done. You can get started, okay, by the end of this week for $1. That's it. This first month is $1 for any ChampionsWay product or service. And if you do it this week, we will waive the Mr. Marketer $500 setup fee. I'm actually going to turn the questions over to Vahid. And if anyone's interested about Mr. Marketer, you can contact sales at 877-774-5425, extension 1.
Thank you, Sensei Nick. So thank you all for attending my webinar today. The very last comment that I'd like to make is people will do business with people. So make relationship. Always try and make people happy. Sometimes it's not worth it. I know you have the contract with the students and you want to get paid, but again, do not just ruin your relationship because of $100 or $200. As Sensei Nick mentioned, this offer is until end of this week. Please pick up the phone and call the sales team at 1-877-774-5425 extension 1. If you want to see a system that can help your sales team and your sales and your retention streamlined, if you're not using Perfect Mind, or if you want to get on Mr. Marketer. So now I pass it to you. If you have any question, please type in the question section, and at the end, I will give you the 5 questions that I promised that will help you to design your sales manual. So if you have any question, I'm just gonna. Okay, so I'll start from the first one. What was the deal again with Mr. Marketer from Mr. Riddick? It is. Whatever new service that you purchase from ChampionsWay, this week it will be only $1 for the very first month. We waived the setup fee for Mr. Marketer this month. So if you want to learn more, please contact our sales team at 1-877-774-5425 extension 1, and they will help you with that. What is the monthly price for Mr. Marketer? Mr. Marketer depends on what package you're at with ChampionsWay. With Mr. Marketer, all the Perfect Mind and everything else will come with it. Again, for getting details, I appreciate if you can contact our sales department right now. They're waiting to answer all your questions and go from there. Again, the phone number is 1-877-774-5425 extension 1. We offer a place to have fun, get fit, and feel safe. Perfect. So again, you said it well, but the problem is, what is in it for them? You offer this, but you have to define how this great place that you're offering will help the people walks in. Always talk from their point of view. It's good if you charge for your introductory lesson, because those people are qualified people. You can have some web promotion, web special that people can pay, I don't know, $50, $20, $30, but you get some sort of commitment from them and offer them something for free when they walk in, but that will qualify the leads when they walk in. Can you outline the price tiers of various packages you offer? Just okay, so it all depends on the way that you set up your programs, right? I personally, I talk to many business owner and a school owner, and they tell me, they charge $80 or $90. And when I ask them, why do you offer this low, they will tell me it's the economy or, the people in our area. Again, everybody can afford $150. I think nobody out there, they cannot afford $150 or $160 or even $200. You have to go back on creating value. Go sit down with your team to find out what are the values that you're offering, what are the benefits you're offering. The moment that the person walks in, when you ask for money, think about the change that you make in their life. Don't change about the $200 that you're asking. So as far as the pricing, it goes back to your school. I don't like to charge anything less than $150 per month for any lessons, because you work harder than $150 a month. You provide more values. Why do you want to disvalue your service? Next question. Free trial versus paid trial. It's up to you. I personally would like to have a discounted trial. Like offer them, like if the lessons are $150 a month, I would offer them like $60 web special. You get 2 sessions and you get a gi. Basically, you're not making any money off that, but you show that you get some engaged people who are committed. But again, you should be able to do your marketing qualification, your nurturing through Mr. Market or any other marketing automation that you have, and do not send them to purchase this right from the beginning, because that can be a pushback for them. Educate them. When they feel they're ready, they can easily do that, and they're going to purchase that. Can I have a recording of this webinar? Yes. Everybody who attended the webinar, you will receive the recording of this webinar within a week. And you can also add me on Facebook, or you can add me on LinkedIn, or send me an email. If you have any questions, I'll be more than happy to answer your questions. We help parents raise successful, happy, contribution children with our unique character development martial arts program. Perfect. Awesome. But this is how you need to talk. This is how you need to make your team to think. You are not enough if other people are selling for you. So again, sales is about convincing people with education. I'm going to take one more question, and then if you have any question, you can email me or message me on Facebook or LinkedIn. I'll be more than happy to answer your questions. Okay, as far as the target, how you define your target, always have a target that, first of all, it's always growing. You need to grow every single month and every single day. It has to be achievable, so your team won't feel like a loser every single day. Also, your target shouldn't be easy to achieve. So people should work hard to achieve the goal. So set that out. Set it up for a year. Divide it. Let's say you want to have 20% growth this year. See how much you sold last year. Add 20% to it. Divide it into the month. Then divide it into the week, and then divide it into the days. And then if you have few different people, divide it into the people. So everybody has their own quota. Now, your pay structure should pay them more when they pass their quota. When they have from the 70% to 100% of their quota, they should make more money rather than 50% to 70% of their quota. That's help them to drive the business in your way, and that's what exactly you want to have. Awesome. So once again, thank you so much for attending the webinar. Please pick up the phone and call the sales team if you have any question regarding a system that can streamline your sales team and your team. And also, if you have any question about the Mr. Marketer, 1-877-774-5425. Thank you all. Signing off.